Well, the festive period cranks up yet another notch out in the Premier League as we've got match day number 7 predictions coming at you right here, right now. And we are live. That's right, with a cup of tea. That's right. Let's go. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day number 17 out in the Premier League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Premier League related, world football related. We've got it all here. Underwaroski, that's right. Hello, Fonzu Majala. Welcome to the gang. It is Premier League prediction day. That's right, here on the channel. I know it's a little early. I've got to squeeze you in when I can do, and this is the best time I got. So anyway, let's take a look at how we all got on last week in a very, very interesting weekend in the Premier League. We're talking about it right here, right now. So let's go. Ultra Omen Murat, welcome to the show. So if you get 0 to 3, you're in the shit-faced gang. 4 to 6, you're in the okay banana, whatever. 7 plus, you're in the top skins. That's right, top skins. I've renamed it. Top skins for you. Hopefully, I've got the right stuff in front of me, and it looks okay. So, big Duncan Ferguson took over at Everton for the game against Chelsea. 3-1 final score in the end. Actually, with a 2-1 win for Chelsea on that one. So, I got that one a little bit wrong on that one. Didn't anticipate that one. Bournemouth lost at home to Liverpool. 3-0 in the end. I actually went with a 3-1 win, so not too shabby indeed. Welcome, we are QPR. Just saw your predictions come on in for the other league, so welcome to the live show. So, 3-1 for Liverpool. That was my pick, so I got that one close to the money. Spurs with Mourinho took care of the business against the Ginger Mourinho, that is Sean Dyche, and then Freakazoids, and it was a good, well-resounding spanking by Tottenham. 5-0 in the end. Actually went with a 3-1. Gave them a little bit of a credit, but ultimately I hope they got beat, and they did. So Watford and Crystal Palace was a 0-0 draw. Actually went with a 1-1, so not too shabby on that one as well. Moving on to, it was the Manchester derby, and what a surprise that was. 2-1 in the end for Manchester United. Well. Noko Drinker, welcome to the gang. I actually went with a 4-1 win for Man City. Yeah, how wrong was I? How wrong was all of us? I think we all went for Manchester City on that one. Maybe a couple of years went for United. We'll find out in a minute. Villa lost at home to Leicester City, 4-1 in the end. 2-1 for me, so not too shabby on that one. Southampton lost to Newcastle, 2-1 in the end. I actually went with a 2-0 on that one. Not too bad. Norwich did lose to Sheffield United, 2-1 in the end. I actually went 2-1 the other way. Hello, Christian. Hello, Soldado. Welcome to the gang. Brighton, Hove, Albion, and Wolves duked out to a 4-goal thriller, 2-2 in the end. I actually went with a 2-1 win. And I actually went with West Ham to beat Arsenal, but it went the other way. 3-1 for the Gooners, managerless Gooners. And it is also managerless. Well, it's going to soon to be managerless West Ham. Is that correct? Has he been binned off? I don't think he's been binned off just yet. I think he's got one game to save his job, and we're going to talk more about that in just a minute. Hello, Liam Martin to the gangs. So I did okay. What about you boys? Well, there's quite a few of you, so sit back, take note, maybe stick the kettle on, because I'm going to go through some of these pickaroonies. And we're just kicking off right here with Darwin Ferguson. EO did okay. In fact, we're all over the place. I've got my animations all over the place. Christian04 did absolutely wank. Dominic Thomas did okay for himself. It's like one of those things. You got to go all over the place. Darwin Ferguson did okay for himself. Ranjit Kaya did also okay. Yao4FEMP did okay for himself. Ultra Omen Murat, take yourself to the cleaners, boy. You did absolutely shit. Next up, we have Lauren Dressler. Not too shabby. Vincent Hung, okay for himself. LG and Cow, also take yourself to the cleaners. Join Ultra Omen Murat and get yourself sorted out. Absolutely atrocious. Next up, we have Beckham Dominic, did okay for himself. Tino Pablo, not too shabby. Kevin Tran, not too shabby. Russell Frost, welcome to the top banana. You and Dominic Thomas, top bananas this week. Holo Vlogs did okay for himself. And Sherish Lembu, not too shabby indeed. Welcome to the gang, boys and girls. Nice to see all you guys on this Wednesday afternoon. Champions League day, of course, but they were talking about Premier League. Next up, we have, who do we have? Tottenham Hotspurs. Your team might be going in the right direction, but you did absolutely shit with your predictions. We'll do it again. Frank Joe Rauschers, he did okay for himself. Matthew CO2, not too shabby. Thapper Ramus, not too bad as well. Oh, Maji Mundo, you did all right for yourself as well, not too bad. Down the next line, we got Idea of Petra, not too shabby. Samuel Franks did all right. Joe Turner, not too shabby. Shepherd did okay. Okay, well, he wasn't okay. He was absolutely ass. So he can join the shit-faced clan. Blumbo Toff, not too shabby. Jim Makos, also not too bad. Billy Spencer did okay. Yannick Bustler with an edit, did okay for himself. And Dean Stock, not too shabby. Whew, man, can't keep on going. No-co drinkers in the house. Well, what did he do? We'll take a look in a minute. But Cody Cahoe, round of applause for Cody Cahoe. Not too bad there, buddy old boy. Toxic Boy was not toxic. He did okay for himself. Zane B, not too shabby. No-co drinker, you did all right. Hanging on in there. Tharo joins the top bananas. Well done for you, Sunshine. The Arsenal victory got you over the line, I think. And Mr. F1 also not too shabby. So you guys are doing bits here. Into the final two now. John Kedwood and James Rigby. You did all right. So those guys, that top banana, round of applause. Those guys with the red face gang, get yourself sorted out and be back next week with at least a straight face gang or more. Anyway, so that's what you guys thought. So well done to you guys and commiserations to others. But this is what the table looks like heading into matchday number 17. Liverpool lead the way, obviously. Running away with it at the moment. Leicester, though, doing bits for themselves. Second in the table. Manchester City are third. Chelsea fourth. Man United biggest. Probably a big improvement for them. Only 5 points off the top four now. Can they get into it? We'll have a little look, shall we? Watford, Norwich and Southampton going down. I think, I was just talking to myself, as I do, because I'm a nutter. Watford doomed. I do not like the appointment of Nigel Pearson. I think that's it is Nigel Pearson. Absolutely final nail in the coffin for them. They are not getting themselves out of it. The most uninspiring man to be hired. There's so many good managers out there that they could have hired, but they went for a really shitty one. And I just think Watford are doomed. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the stream. We are now going to take a look at the next round of matches. Now, if you are here for the first time, what you're going to do is put your predictions in the comments in the chat section right here so we can take a look at them live. And then also be sure to stick them in the comments section down below in a full block so then we can feature them next week when we'll come back for matchday number 18. We're going to kick it all off with Liverpool up against Watford, so get your picks in for that. I'll tell you a little bit about the background of this match. Now, they've played each other 6 occasions over the last few seasons. Liverpool winning 5 of them, and there's been 1 draw. That draw was back in 2017. Down at Vicarage Road, it was a 3-3 draw in 2017. Goal scorers on that day, Onaka for Watford, Decore as well, and Britos for the home team. Sadio Mane got himself a goal, as did Firmino, and of course Salah as well. So Liverpool are pretty strong against Watford, whether it's home or away. Liverpool actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 15 home Premier League games. So they are looking good. And they're actually undefeated in the last 46 home matches in the Premier League. 46 games without defeat. So it smells like a win for them. I'll give you the bookmakers odds in just a second. While that happens, make sure you put your picks in there nice and early so I can take a little look at them. Big Sam, yeah. Sam Allardyce, I thought it was going to be easy. Nailed on that he would go there. So we have some picks rolling on in. The bookmakers odds go 2-11 on for Liverpool, 16-1 for Watford, 6-1 the draw on this one. What do you guys think of the chat? Well, in fact, before I tell you what you guys think of the chat, a win for Watford, who are in 20th, they could leapfrog Norwich and put them bottom of the table. Obviously, a win for Liverpool could extend their lead. So we have some picks. Christian Adjevi's gone with a 4-0 win for Liverpool. Icy's gone with a 3-0 win for the hosts. Sander Klepp with a 5-0 win for Liverpool. LG and Cal's gone with a 4-1 win. No Kodringa with a 6-0 win. Omaji Munda's gone with a 3-0 win. Raphael Jarrett with a 4-0. We are QPR's gone the same scoreline as well. There's a lot of big scorelines in here. Omaji Monday's gone with a 3-0. And Russell Frost with a 4-0 as well. Big scorelines from everybody here in the chat. I'm actually going to join you with a 3-0 win. That's right. Keith Dunmalney as well joining in there with a 3-1 goal scoring. So it's going to be, isn't it? It's going to be a big scoreline for them bad boys. A couple more in there. Funzo Majala with a 4-0 win as well. Moving on to, who do we have next? We have them six-fingered freakazoids. That's right. Them, I don't know, the travesty to the Premier League. That is Burnley up against Newcastle. Like Newcastle, they've got nothing bad against them. The last 6 occasions between the two sides, 1 win for the Freaks, 2 wins for the Newcastle, 3 draws along the way. This match last season ended up as a 2-1 win for the Geordies, and it was around about November. Ben Mee with a big fat OG, Syrian Clark with the other goal for Newcastle. Sam Vokes getting the goal for the Freakazoids on this one. Heading into this, Burnley have actually lost their last 3 matches in the Premier League, so it's not looking great for them at the moment form-wise. Newcastle look pretty good, just a 1 defeat at 6, sit 11th in the table, above Burnley. A win for the Toon could see them rise to 5th in the table. A win for the Freakazoids could see them rise to 12th in the table as well. Bookmakers odds on this one, they go with evens for the Freakazoids, 12-5 for the draw, 29-10, basically 3-1 for Newcastle. So put your money where your mouth is. What you guys got for me in the chat? Coach Sports, welcome. Marty Owen. In fact, we're going to kick it off with Ultra Omen Murat. I don't know which one you're going with here, but you're going with a 3-1 for somebody. Marty Owen's going with a 4-1 for Liverpool. But moving on to the next game, it is Raphael Jarrett with a 2-1 win for the Freakazoids. Russell Frost is going with the Geordies 2-1. LG and Cow with a 2-1 win for Burnley. Holo Vlogs 2-1 win for the Geordies. Christian Ajavi with a 2-1 win for Newcastle. We are QPR's going with the Freakazoids as well with a 1-0 win. No Code Drinker with a 2-2 draw. Ultra Omni Murat with the same scoreline as well. Sander Klepp with a 1-1. Icy's going with a 2-1 win for the Geordies. Fonzu Manjala with a 2-1 win for the Toon. Keith Dalmani with a 1-1 draw. Coach Sport with a 2-2. Christian Ajavi he's doing an absolute tremendous job, and I had them going down. And Amaji is going with the Freakazoids as well with a 2-1 win for the Burnley. For me, I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for the Freakazoids as well. I think, yeah, Steve Bruce is doing a tremendous job, but Burnley, when they play at that intimidating shithouse that is Turd Moor, they're something else. All the freaks. When you're a player and you look around and you see all the mongoloids and all the freaky, ugly-looking people from Burnley, then you're going to lose. So credit to Burnley for having such an intimidating, disgusting place that is Turd Moor. Next up, we have Chelsea up against Bournemouth. Now, these two sides have duked it out a few times over the past few seasons. 4 wins for Chelsea, 2 wins for Bournemouth, 0 draws over the past few seasons. And the last time that these two sides did duke it out at Stamford Bridge. No audio. Is it just one guy? No, I believe my audio is coming on crisp, so it must be you, Nitish. I think my audio sounds pretty good. So yeah, the last 6 occasions between the two sides: 4 wins for Chelsea, 2 wins for Bournemouth. This match last season ended up as a 2-0 win for Chelsea in the Premier League. It was a 1-0 win in the Cup. They also duked it out in that competition as well. Goal scorers on that day was Pedro and Eden Hazard. Obviously, Eden Hazard no longer with us. He's over in the La Liga. Chelsea come into this 4th in the table, 29 points on the board. Bournemouth had a bit of a rough patch at the moment. 5 defeats on the spin. So yeah, it's not looking good for Bournemouth at the moment. Their squad's ravaged with injuries and all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, they pull themselves out of the woodwork soon. I don't think this is the game for them, playing away from home against a Chelsea side looking to get back into contention, maybe break away from that chasing pack, because 5th place is closing in on them. Chelsea's form, though, is pretty shitty with 3 defeats at the past 4 games. The bookmakers' odds on this one, 4-1 on for Chelsea, 10-1 the away win, 11-2 the draw. We do have some picks in the house. We're going to kick it all off with Raphael Jarrett with a 2-2 draw. Ultra Omi Murat, Russell Frost with a 3-1 win for Chelsea. Christian Ajev is going with a 2-1 win for the hosts. Natish Newpayne is going with a 4-1 win for the hosts on this one. Raphael Kasper with a 1-1 draw. Coach Sports got his own prediction channel. Feel free to check that out, guys. I'm not adverse to reaching out and letting everyone have a little bit of free publicity. Ultra Omen Mirror with a 2-1 win. Marty Owen with a 2-1 win as well. LG and Cow's going with Chelsea 3-0. Eddie Howe could be under pressure. I don't know. Maybe Eddie Howe's got a bit of maybe he's been tempted by the dark side, by Everton, by Arsenal. You never know. He might have something brewing on behind the scenes. Chelsea 2-0 win for We Are QPR. Keith O'Malley with a 2-1 win for Chelsea as well. Icy's gone with a 3-0 win. Sander Klepp with a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Fonzu Majala with a 2-1 win. No Code Drinkers gone for Chelsea as well, 3-1. Ralph Caspar with a 1-1 draw. Chelsea 3, Bournemouth 0. That's Coach Sport. And Aiden 45, welcome to the gang, with a 3-0 win. Milo Ainsworth 2-1. Woo! Goodness me, you guys must like Chelsea, because they're all coming out in prediction style with that bad boy. For me, I'm also going with Chelsea with a 3-1. I'm joining the 3-1 gang, a.k.a. who else is up there in the 3-1 gang? No one else. No one else is going for the 3-1. Craziness. No Code Drinker, welcome with a 3-1 gang, buddy. Next up, we have Leicester City up against Norwich City also. Leicester looking absolutely phenomenal, and it is. Just think about this. If Liverpool weren't in the league, for whatever reason, they weren't in the league, it would be Leicester leading the way in the Premier League again. And they would be probably a good value for that as well. They look absolutely tremendous. However, Leicester do have a good first team, and I think they need to add some more depth to their team in January by bringing in some other experienced players to fill in some gaps. They also could be a bit vulnerable to losing some players, the Chilwells, the Evans, even Jamie Vardy could be tempted by another club to leave Leicester City. So as well as they're doing, they just need to improve their depth. I don't think they're going to challenge Liverpool. I think Liverpool are running away with it. But Leicester, if they can get in Champions League football again, that'd be a tremendous job by Alan Rodgers, whatever his name is. Brendan Rodgers. There we go. So the last 6 between two sides, 4 wins for Leicester, 2 wins for Norwich heading into this. The last time that these two sides did play at Leicester was a 1-0 win back in 2016 in the Premier League, with Leonardo Ulua getting the own goal. Wasn't he a Premier League winner? I think he was. Leicester have actually scored 2 goals in the last 8 matches in the Premier League, but Norwich have also failed to win 10 of their last 11 in the Premier League. So Leicester looking good at the moment. Form book 5-1 on for Leicester, 11-2 for the draw, 14-1 for Norwich to pick up a cheeky away win. We're going to kick it all off with Raphael Jarrett with a 3-1 win for Leicester, the former Premier League winners. LG and K with a 2-1 win. Adrio Baku with a 3-1 win for the hosts. Fonzu Majala with a 2-2 draw. Natish Newpain's gone with a 2-0 win for the host. Ben Spencer's also gone for the former Premier League winners, 3-1. Christian Adjevi with a 4-0 win. Ultra Omamura with a 3-0 for Leicester. Adrio Baku with a 4-0. Milo Ainsworth with a 3-0 for Leicester as well. We are QPR with a 5-1 win for Leicester on this one. IC's gone with a 3-0. Russell Frost has gone with a 3-1 win for Leicester City. Christian Adjevi says Jamie Vardy is going to break his own record. I'd like to see it. Noko Drinker with a 5-2 win, 7-goal thriller there. Elgin Cow, Leicester will win the league this season because we all know that Liverpool will find some way to choke it again. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me. Milo Ainsworth with a 3-1 win. Keith Dalami with a 2-2 draw. Aiden 45 has gone with a 7-0 win. Ralph Kasper with a 3-1 win for Leicester. And Sander Klepp with a 3-0 win for Leicester as well. So everyone's going for Leicester. No, I think there was a draw, which was the best result for Norwich on this one from you guys. I'm going with a 2-0 win, playing it safe. It won't be a convincing victory, but it'll be just enough, and maybe Vardy will get another goal to add to his tally. Next up, we have the Blades up against Villa. This time last season, this was a championship game, but now it's Premier League game. Lior Gears coming in with a late one there. I don't know what he's predicting. He's predicted a 2-0 win for Leicester. So the Sheffield United up against Aston Villa. Again, this time last season was a championship game, and it ended up being a 4-1 win for Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. However, the game at Villa Park ended up as a 6-goal thriller, 3-3. Billy Sharp bagging himself an early hat-trick, and then Sheffield United clawing themselves back into it with Mings, Abraham, and Andre Green getting the goals for Villa. That was the opposite match. The previous encounters, 2 wins for Sheffield United, 2 wins for Villa, 2 draws along the way. So that's very, very even heading into this. The bookmakers' odds on this one, they go 88 to 100 on for Sheffield United. So they are favourites. 27 to 10 the draw. 3 to 1 the away win for Aston Villa. So Sheffield United head into this. They are 8th in the table. A win for them could go to 5th. Villa are 17th. 15 points on the board. A win for them could see them jump above the Freakazoids into 13th spot. Yes, that's how tight this league is. Villa's form, just 1 win out of 6. Sheffield United, just 1 win and 5 as well, heading into this. 3 draws in that cluster. What you guys got for me in the chat, skis? Well, we're going to kick it off with Ralph Jarrett, of course, once again, with a 1-1 draw. LG and Cow's gone with Villa, 2-1 in the end. Russell Frost gone with Sheffield. This one's going to be a little bit split. I can feel it. Russell Frost with a 2-1 win for the Blades. Natish Newpain's gone with a 2-2 draw. Fonsu Bajal's gone with a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 for United. Sheffield United. Noko Drogo with a 2-1 win for the Blades. We are QPR's gone for Sheffield United as well, 1-0 win. Christian Adjevi with a 1-1 draw. Aiden 45's gone with a 2-1 win for Sheffield United. Ultra Omamura's gone with the same scoreline. Keith Dalami's gone with a 2-0 win for Sheffield United. Andrea Baku with a 2-1 win. Anoma Ernest has gone with a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Meanwhile, Ainsworth, same scoreline as well with Aston Villa picking up the victory. IC with a 2-1 win for Sheffield United. And Leo Gare with a 2-1 win for Villa. I'm trying to see what I put. I can't remember. I think I've gone for Sheffield United. I have 3-1 in the end. That's it, Marty Owen. You've just looked at my cheat sheet, haven't you? You looked over my shoulder while I wasn't looking. 3-1 in the end for Sheffield United to take a victory, and that win could again potentially send them up to 5th in the table, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Next up, massive game. It is the late kickoff on Saturday. It's Southampton up against West Ham United. These two obviously lose this game. Pellegrini, you're on your ass. You're out of a job, and you're going to join the sack race. That is the Premier League at the moment. So must-win game for West Ham. Southampton have been doing okay, but they're still stuck in the drop zone. Actually, just lost the last game at the past. 1 defeat at the past 4 for Southampton. West Ham, though, 1 win at the past 6, and the other 5 were defeats. So it's not great. A win for West Ham, though, could shoot them up to 12th. A win for Southampton could shoot them up to 13th in the table. Now, the recent games between two sides has been 2 wins for Southampton, 4 wins for West Ham. This match last season ended up as a 2-1 win for the Hammers. Philippe Anderson get himself 2 goals. Nathan Redmond get himself the opener for Southampton. Bookmakers odds on this one, they go 88 to 100 for Southampton. That's on. 40 to 5 for West Ham. 29 to 10 the draw. So Southampton red hot favourites. Pellegrini's got it all to do, or he's going to be done, and I think he's going to be done. I think this game is going to be too much. I fancied West Ham to be a top 10, top 8 side this season, but I think this is it. This is the end for Pellegrini, probably the end for Pellegrini in the Premier League. I don't think he'll be back again. Anyway, so Ralph Jarrett again kicks us all off with a 2-2 draw. Elgin Cow with a 2-1 win for the Hammers. That's Elgin Cow. Russell Frost with a 2-0 win for the Saints. That's what we call them. Southampton with a 2-0 win. Natish Newpain with a 2-1 win as well for Southampton. Southampton. We are QPR with a 0-0 draw. Christian Ejeve with a 2-1 win for Southampton as well. Ernoma Onist with a 2-1 win for Southampton. Nathan Fudge, 2-0 win for Southampton. Fonsu Bajala with a 4-4 thriller. Adri Baku with a 1-0 win for the Hammers. Pellegrini sacked. That's what Christian Ejeve says. Ultra Murat with a 3-2 win for the Hammers. For Southampton. Nathan Fudge, yep, got you in there. Icy with a 2-1 win for the Saints. Danny Ings is on fire, red hot. He is on form. If you are playing fantasy football, get him in your team. And Keith Darmy, there were two with a 1-1 draw. And Fudge wants to make sure you read his scoreline. It is 2-0. He says it's 2-0 straight up. For me, I'm actually going to go with a 2-2 draw. There was someone else with a 2-2 draw in there. I did see them, and I kind of lost them now. We are keeping on. Went with a draw. I'm sure there was a 2-2 draw in there. But anyway, I'm going with a 2-2 draw. That will not be enough, though. I think he'll get binned off. Milo Ainsworth with a 3-1 for the Saints. And Omar Dogan with a 5-1 win for Southampton. Okay, so that's Saturday's games. Marty Owen with a 2-1 win for West Ham. Pellegrini is the best manager in the Premier League history. Okay, that's Eugene Cowell's statement, not mine. Moving on to Sunday's games. A couple of crackers in here. 3 very difficult games, I suspect. 3 very big games. Manchester United up against Everton. Coming into this, obviously Manchester United not a bit of a spring in their step these days. Unbeaten in 5 games, 3 wins, 2 draws in the last 5. Up against Everton's side, who did win last time out with Big Dunk in charge. There was a good result for them. I'm very, very pleased that he got themselves moving. Everton don't need to be in the relegation scrap. They need to be in the Premier League. There are some teams that just belong in the Premier League, just like Blackburn Rovers. For whatever reason, we're not there. It's because of some mongoloid that is Stevie Keane. And I'm not afraid to say that because he was a nasty piece of work. Anyway, so Manchester United up against Everton. Let's take a look at the last 6 between the two sides. 3 wins for United, 1 win for Everton, 2 draws along the way. We have predictions already rolling on in. This match last season over at Old Trafford was a 2-1 win for United, with Paul Pogba getting the opening goal, Martial getting the second. Sigurdsson got himself a penalty towards the end. However, when they did play Goodison, it was a 4-0 win for Everton. Absolutely embarrassing for United on this one. Heading into this, the bookmakers odds 3-4 on for United, 90-5. The away win, 27-10. The draw on this one. A win for Everton. They could rise to, where are they? They are 14th. They could rise to 12th. A win for United could close the door to just 2 points to 4th spot. So it could be a back on if they get the victory. Some picks in the house. We're going to kick it all off with Ralph Jarrett. Of course it is. 2-2 draw for him. He can't separate the two teams. Hey now is going with a 1-1 draw for the previous one. Southampton against West Ham. Christian Ajevi's going with a 2-2 draw as well. Again, someone can't really call it. Fonsu Majala with a 3-3. Everyone's going for draws here. We are QPR with a 1-1 draw. LG and Cows, though, standing up and being counted with a 2-1 win for Everton. Anuma Jonas going the other way with a 2-1 win. Ultra Oman Murat's also gone for United. 2-1 in the end. K4-1's gone with a 2-1 win for United. Holo Vlogs, same scoreline as is Russell Frost. Nitish Newplane also 2-1 United. Keith Delamy with a 2-2 draw. Icy with a 2-1 win for United. Belong in the Championship. I didn't say that they were one of those teams. I didn't say that. But Everton are one of those teams. They're ones. When Bradley Dack leaves as Blackburn, we are... hey, you know what? I could talk more about that. I could talk at length in that. Anyway, Adria Baku with a 3-3 draw. Hey now with a 3-2 win for United. Noko Drinker 2-1 win for the Saints. That's the previous one. Jason Okoeth is going with a 3-1 win. Noko Drinker with a 3-0 win for United. And Chicken X Gamers with a 2-1 win for United. Milo Ainsworth's gone 3-1 for Everton. And Marty Owen with a 3-1 win for United. If Bradley, I'm just going to answer it because I want to deal with it. If he was to leave, you know what? It would leave for big money, and then or reasonably big money, and we'd be able to invest and maybe buy some centre backs. We've got a lot of creative players coming on through. Joe Rothwell. Now we've got Holtby. We've got some other young talented that can fill the void. We might not be as good as we are or as good as we can be right now, but I think we'll be in good shape. So I'm not too worried if Bradley Dack leaves at the moment. Anyway, moving on back to the pastures new, which is Man United against Everton. I'm going with a 3-2 win for United on this one to give them another 3 points and potentially close the door onto 4th spot Chelsea. Cass is doing good. Gorilla Juice, thank you for popping in for the live stream. I've got a big announcement about Cass in about 2 weeks, or maybe on the week before Christmas Eve. I've got an announcement about. She's all right. Just in case you're wondering, she's not in any ill health or anything. I've just got a big announcement. She's not having any kittens either. I'll just tell you that now. But yeah, big announcement coming on up just in about week or so's time. I'm getting an update tonight on a project I've been working on with Cass involved. But anyway, let's get back to the matter in hand, which is these picks. And it is Wolves against Tottenham Hotspur. Let's talk about that bad boy. These two sides duked it out the past few seasons, back 9 years, in fact. 1 win for Wolves, 3 wins for Spurs, 2 draws along the way. This match last season ended up as a 3-2 win. When I say last season, is that right, last season? Yeah, 3-2 win for Spurs. Goal scorers on that day was Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura and Harry Kane for Tottenham. As for Wolves, 2 penalties. Ruben Neves, Raul Jimenez getting the goals for Wolves. Wolves are actually undefeated in the last 11 matches in the Premier League. What's a turnaround they have had? They started the season in absolute shit form, and then they've actually turned themselves around to be back up there and to be Europa League contenders once again. Bookmakers odds on this one taking place on Sunday the 15th of December. 11-5 for Wolves, 6-5 for Spurs, 5-2 the draw. Spurs are favourites coming into this with Mourinho now in charge. Coming into this though, the table shows Wolves in 6th spot, Spurs are in 7th. 1 defeat at the past 6 for Spurs, 0 wins, 0 losses for Wolves in a good bunch of games. A win for Tottenham could see them rise above both Manchester United and Wolves into 5th spot. Same can be said for Wolves. In 6th, they could go to 5th as well. So, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go with this bad boy? We're going to start off with Christian Ajeve. I think he got in there nice and early. Or was it Nicolas Polites? I don't know. I think we're going to kick it off with Christian Ajeve with a 2-1 win for Wolves. Elgin Cow's gone for Spurs, though, 2-1. Ralph Jarrett's a bit late on the game this one, 3-1 for Spurs. Nitish Nupane with a 3-2 victory for Spurs as well. Chicken Gamers has gone 2-1 with the Hammers. Fonzie Majala with a 4-4 thriller. That would be an absolute belter. We are QBR with a 2-1 win for 2-0 win for Wolves as well. At Molineux, Ultra Oman Murat with a 3-1 win for Spurs. Hey now has gone with a 2-1 win for Spurs. Holo Vlogs, 3-2 win for Tottenham. Chicken Gamers has gone with a 7-goal thriller, 4-3 victory for Spurs. Russell Frost with a 1-1 draw. Nicolas Polites with a 2-2 draw. Adrian Baku with a 3-1 win for Spurs. IC with a 1-1 draw. Keith Dalami with a 2-2 draw. Marty Owen with a 2-1 win for Wolves. And Onoma Onest with a 3-2 win for Tottenham. He's pushed my buttons. What does K41 have to say? No, you will probably spend the money on a useless striker like Brereton and Gallagher. Well, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. But what? Time will only tell. Anyhow, for me, this one, Spurs against Wolves at Molineux. It's difficult, but I'm going to give it to the revamped Spurs on this one, 2-1 in the end, and that will give them a bit of a spring in their step, perhaps, and maybe push for the top 4 spots, which I think they are aiming at. Then we have a bit of a tasty game. It is Arsenal against Manchester City. Now the thumbnail was a little bit wrong. It was the other way around, so. Maybe that will change my pick. We'll have to wait and see. So taking place at the Emirates. Now the last 6 between the two sides. 1 win for Arsenal. 5 wins for Manchester City on this one. This match last season ended up as a 2-0 win for City at the Emirates. If you want to take a look at the last 6 over at the Emirates. 2 wins for Arsenal. 3 wins for City. 1 draw along the way. You got to go back to 2000 and I have no idea. Whew! Oh my goodness. The last victory for Arsenal over Manchester City was in the FA Cup 2017 after extra time. So that was a 2-1 win back in the day. Monreal and Sanchez with the goals. Sergio Aguero for Manchester City. Bookmakers, what do they think on this one? They go 5-1 for Arsenal, 42-100 on for Manchester City, 92 the draw. Obviously, Man City are 3rd now, with the potential to go to 4th if they lose and Chelsea win. Obviously, goal swing and all that kind of good stuff will play a massive effect. Arsenal with Lundberg in charge is sitting 9th in the table. 1 win in the past 6 for them. A win for them, though, could see them rise to 5th. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad, boys. So what you guys got in the chat? Well, it is the game of the weekend. Christian Ajeve. It is Rafael Jarrett with a 3-1 win for Man City. Ben Spencer with a 2-1 win for Wolves. That's the previous one. LG and Cow with a 3-1 win for City. Christian Ajeve has gone 3-2 City. Ben Spencer, same scoreline. We Are QPR has gone 3-0 for Manchester City. Hey Now has gone with a ridiculous scoreline in favour of Arsenal. That's all I should say. Fonzie Majala with a 3-2 win for City on this one. Russell Frost with a 4-1 win for City. Milo Ainsworth's gone for the away team on this one, 2-1. IC has gone for 3-1 for City. Ultra Oman Murat has gone for the Premier League champions, 4-0. Bing J Dangle with a 2-2 draw. Keith Delamy with a 3-1 for City. Holo Vlogs has gone for Arsenal to upset the apple cart. Andre Baku with a 4-2 win for Manchester City. Nicholas Pilates has gone with a 1-0 win. I'll just say that. 1-0 win for City on that one. Omes with a 3-1 for City. Milo Ainsworth with a 3-0 win for City. Marty Owen 3-1 for City. Nicholas Pilates with a 3-2 win for Manchester City. Chicken Gamers 3-1 or 3-2 for City. And David Agoru with a 2-2 draw. Cannot separate the two sides. Man, hang on a minute. Let me just make sure everything's okay stream-wise. It looks good. Yeah, I'm going with a 4-1 win. I think my thumbnail was right. I did say 4-1. Going to stick with it this time. Big result for Manchester City. I'm not a believer in Lundberg as manager. They need to sort that out big time. I'm not convinced with the managers that they've been linked with at the moment as well, with Marcelinos and all these other names that, you know, they just... I think that Ancelotti would be a tip-top. Whoever gobbles up Ancelotti, whether it's Everton or Arsenal or even Manchester or even West Ham, if they're going to go there, I just think he's the standout candidate to come on in. Premier League experience... London would be a top venue for him. Arsenal would be fantastic for him to snap it up. Pochettino as well, still lingering out there. It would be a controversial move, but you know what? It's not a bad idea. But anyway, that's my pick for that game. Next up, we're going to move on to the final game of the weekend. It is Crystal Palace. This is a derby, believe it or not. It's a derby. Crystal Palace up against Brighton Hove Albion. The last 6 2 sides, 2 wins for Crystal Palace, 3 wins for Brighton, 1 draw along the way. This match last season ended up as a 2-1 win for Brighton. Massive game as well to keep him in the Premier League. Glenn Murray with the opener, Luka Malavic with the equaliser, and Anthony Knockout with a 74th minute winner. Is it really? Is my camera frozen? Is that true? Can you still hear me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What to do? Well, I don't know. Can you still see my pics? Are they coming on in? Yep, my pic's on in. Well, you're just gonna have to. I'm just gonna stare at you with my weird ass face. Anyway, so that's my pick is on there. It's 2-1 win for Crystal Palace. I have no idea why my camera is frozen. We'll take a look at your picks now for you. But before then, two wins for Crystal Palace, 3 wins for Brighton, 1 draw along the way. The last, where are we? I'm all in a flux here. The last time Crystal Palace beat Brighton on their own turf was back in 2018. It was a 3-2 win. Bookmakers odds on this one, 31-20 for Crystal Palace, 15-8 for the away team, 11-5 the draw. Yes, Ultra Omar Murat, my face. It's hideous. I know it's hideous and it is frozen. I don't know what to do. In fact, I might pull the plug on my camera and then we'll try and get them back. Just for you guys who would like to see my ugly face. So let me... You look good. Oh, look at Andrew Baku trying to get in my good books there. Maybe if I click on this sucker. Hang on. I'm still here. There we go. I'll take myself off, but hopefully you can still hear me. Anyway, you also look at your predictions for this one. We kick it all off with Ralph Jarrett with a 2-1 win for Palace. LG and Cal with a 2-0 win for Palace as well. Ultra Omen Murat with a 3-1 win. Chicken Gamers, as just says my face. Russell Frost with a 2-1 for Palace. We are QPR. Has gone with a 3-2 win for Crystal Palace. Andre Baku with a 0-0 draw. Fonzu Majala with a 2-2 draw. Marty Owen with a 2-1 win for Palace. Keith Delamy with a 1-1 draw. Icy's gone with a 1-0 win. Erna Omis with a 2-0 something. Nicola Pilates with a 1-1 draw. Chicken Gamers with a 3-1 win or a 4-1 win for Palace. And Prince Atang Jr. with a 2-2 draw. And Jack Hansley decides to join us as we're just about to wrap up the stream. I'm going to see if I can get back. No, my camera's not coming back. So we're just going to do the audio. And you're going to take a look at an empty office. Here it is. It's a magic trick. I am here. I'm wearing my Harry Potter coat. But anyway, folks, in fact, let's go back. I'm all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Let's just say, between you and I, these results come on in. This is what the situation will look like in the Premier League. That's right. And I've got the table up for you. Liverpool would lead the way with 49 points. Leicester City would be second. Crystal Palace third. And Chelsea would be fourth. Down the bottom would be Watford, Norwich, and Aston Villa. They would be going down to the Championship once again. Yeah, sorry about that climax to the old stream there, folks. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm going to have to play with it off it. But we're going to probably end the stream very, very abruptly with that one. Be sure to give me your predictions in the comment section down below in a full block so I can take a little look at them for next time around and showcase who gets the top banana and who gets the red face gang and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to go back to the office anyway. There we are. So it's I'm here. I'm in ghost format. I'm outside shoveling some snow. But hopefully you can join me for the next round of predictions for the Premier League, which will be early next week. Until then, be sure to smash that thumbs up while you're there. All 32 of you that are still here, smash that thumbs up. Smash the subscribe if you are new. New predictions every single, well, I wouldn't say every single day, but very, very much so on the channel. But yeah, we'll be back again next week. Next round of predictions actually tomorrow for the Championship. They may not be live, though, because the turnaround time is pretty short. Do you think that Wolverhampton will do the impossible and go all the way in the Europa League? No, I do not think they'll do. I think they'll do well. I think Wolves will go deep, maybe to quarterfinals, something like that. I'm a little bit gutted about Ajax going out because they were a breath of fresh air. I thought, they're obviously a young team and did so well last season. It's a shame that they got knocked out and Valencia got through, but it does give them a chance to maybe knock out Manchester United in the Europa League and maybe even meet Wolves along the way. So it's a shame. It's a shame for Ajax because they are the elite Dutch club, and I like to see the best duke it out. I don't think Valencia are the best in Spain, if you know what I mean. So it's a shame that it's the same with Inter Milan. I thought they're doing bits in Serie A. It's a shame that they crash out. But yeah, some big casualties so far. Who's going to happen? Who's going to be joining them today in the big casualties? Will there be any upsets in groups A and B? I don't know. I think PSG and Real Madrid are through. I don't think there's going to be any surprises there. But anyway, it's going to be a bit of a anticlimax for Ajax and also Inter Milan as they enter the Europa League. But anyway, it'll lead for some really good games in the Europa League for some smaller clubs. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again for sticking by me. Thanks again for your predictions. And again, I'll be back with camera for the full stuff next week. Until then, I'm going to let you go. Smash the thumbs up. My thumb is pointing up. Smash the subscribe. My thumb is pointing at the camera. And I'll see you all next time around. Roll that outro, please. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.